that you are still here among the living. I want to say today, I really don't know what I want to say. I just wanted to say something, but I just don't know what it is. I haven't a clue of what I really wanted to say. All I know is that I just wanted to say something. And during the process of me trying to say what I want to say, I got stuck there. So I wanted to say how good God is. No matter what we go through, we have to learn how to dance through the storm. Just when you think, what the heck is going on here? Just when you think things is going left, God tries to show you that things are going right. For one, I'm wondering why God is so brilliant to me. Why he keeps on blessing me when I don't even deserve his blessing. And why does he keep on showing visible reasons to know that there's a God out here? Okay. I was sitting on a bus today and I was scrolling through my phone. And I just so happened to stop on the page where it has my books that's being sold. So the lady looked at me and then the lady looked at my phone and then looked at me. She said, "Is that you?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, it is." She said, "Oh, wow, you made a book?" Lady don't know me. I said, "Yes, I did." And she told me to tell her what the book was about. As soon as I told her what the book was about, she said, "I would be interested in buying a book." That was God. That was confirmation. Because once she said she was interested, the next lady over there said she was interested. So the next lady, the lady next to me that was on the other side asked me, what was the book about? So I was telling her, it's an autobiography, and it's mainly about how I am a survivor of 23 different foster homes. Excuse me. And how I had to walk by faith and not by sight. And most of my life I had to dance even through the storm. And right now I'm still up against adversities. But God's still always showing that he is still here. So after I made that long speech, 3 other people wanted to buy my book. That was God's confirmation. Because I wasn't even thinking about telling anybody on the bus that I was selling a book. But that was God. He said, "I got you." And you know what? He does have me. He's had me for a mighty long time. And for that, I want to thank him for. For those that don't want to buy the book or is not interested, that's their loss, our gain. Because this book is incredible. It is real. I even have a radio talk show that people as witnesses know that how I was raised. People that rescued me when I was a child. That's God. So, if anybody else would like to buy my book, it's called Living. I'm going to promote myself. Well, I'm not going to promote myself. Guess who's going to promote me? God. God is going to promote me. So you can call me at this number, 212-602-1778. And I will ship your book out with my autograph on it and a book addressed to you. So whoever's interested, you haven't seen a book until you've seen this book. But you also haven't seen God work so much in someone's life where you could see that it had to be nobody but God. So, after surviving 23 different foster homes, raising up foster children, raising up my own children, and then watching people try to go against me, try to get me, turn my own family against me. That's adversities that I'm fighting against. but God always has my back. And there's nothing you can do about it, because I am shielded up by the grace of God, because of His grace, because of His mercy. I am still here to tell the story. My good friend passed away last week, and I was kind of devastated, but then I thought about it that she put up a good fight. She was the most beautifulest person I have ever known. Her heart was beautiful. Whenever I needed somebody to talk to, she always listened. And this past week, she just so happened to talk to me about God, like a day before she passed on. She has never talked to me about God. We talk about the sins that we have done. She talked about the sins she have done. We talk about everything else but God. But this particular day, she was telling me how I should put everything in God's hands and don't worry about what's going to happen with the courts with Messiah, and don't worry about your daughters. Don't worry about what your daughters is going through. Just put it in God's hands. Let God handle it, because there's nothing that you can do. It's not in my control. Only thing you can do is pray for your daughters, both of them. And God still keep on blessing them, because even though my oldest is sick with both kidney failures, she's still here. She's been here for 20 years since she got diagnosed. So that's nobody but God. So it's what you do when you're alive that counts. You ought to make a difference in someone else's life. And that's how you fulfill your legacy. I want to say that even though it seems like I'm alone by myself, I am not alone. I still have God with me. God is still there. He shows me that He's still there. And you are not alone neither, because you would not be able to even read or hear my story. So if you want to hear my story first before you buy my book, you're more than welcome. Just scroll down and look for the NAACA. That's to Prevent Child Abuse. I have 2 different shows. One's a radio talk show, and the other one's a radio talk show. But I'm promoting myself. I'm not promoting me. God is promoting me. He had me to live in between miracles. Yes, I have truly lived in between miracles. And you know something funny? God has always shown me that He's there. I was the most horrible writer ever. I'm talking about as for spelling words and grammar. But my college professor was the one. I love you, Jessica. I love you so much. She's the one that edited my book for me. And if it wasn't for her, my book wouldn't have never been edited. And if it was, I wouldn't have had the money to edit it. And so I asked her, when I make money off these books for me, can I please repay you? And she said, no, I would never ask you for any money. The story needs to be told. People need to know what is going on in the system, or what has gone on in the system. And for that, I'm thankful for. That's God's confirmation that He's still here. Each day, we wonder to ourselves, why are things happening? Because we have to be humble. We have to learn how to hear God's voice. If we do not hear God's voice, how can we manage? How can we mentally cope? We have to hear His voice. So I put all my trust in the Lord. I walk by faith and not by sight. I have angels dispatched all around me. I have visible proof that I am a miracle. Please feel free to buy this book, Living in Between Miracles. I love you guys, and I thank y'all for your support. And God told me this morning when I woke up that this is my season. And Cammie, I know you're up there in heaven, and I know you're looking down on me, because all that you talked about that day before you passed away, that was a confirmation that God was ready to take you. You knew that He was ready to take you, because why would you put your password in your bank account written down? You never wrote down your password in your bank account number and have it out for your brother. That means God had already prepared you. You had got yourself in order. I see you changed your whole house around. And I know you did it by yourself. Well, actually you didn't. God helped you. But Cammie, I love you. Even though you up in heaven, I know that you're still watching over me. I can tell. I felt you when I went in church this Sunday. I seen you sitting on the second seat, the second row, sitting there glowing in the chair. I literally saw you. Whether people probably think I'm insane, but I saw your spirit. My sister Mercedes, she invited you to church last week, and you came to church this week, but this time you didn't come in flesh. You came in spirit. And for that, I thank you for. I thank you for being there for me when I needed someone to talk to. Because there's times I have no one to talk to. No one but God. And I now am a little upset that you're not here, but I can't be selfish because God has you dancing all around in heaven. You don't have to worry about taking a diabetic shot. You don't have to worry about no more pain. You don't have to worry about no numbness in your feet. You're dancing around in heaven. And I will always love you. And I thank you for listening to me and blessing me. Even though you're in heaven, you showed me yesterday that you was here. When I was in church, you showed me. That was the glow of God. That was the confirmation of God. I love you, Cammie. And I will always love you. And I will meet again. We will meet again. We will see each other again, you know? Love you. You will truly be missed. But then I could feel your spirit all around me. Stay with me, girl. Thank you.